The game is changing. My job is to ensure the stability of UBA. Alex, I need you to come back. You are the only thing that can save us.
I don't think I've ever said that before.
I'm not gonna get edged out.
Alex Levy.
I feel like I'm bringing in my big sister to clean up my mess.
Man, you couldn't have planned this any better. Stepping away when you did.
This is Sari Cohen with Hollywood First Look, and I am here right now with Greta Lee, who stars on the morning show. You came in to season 2 with a bang. You are a powerhouse on this show. What was it like stepping into this season, working side by side with Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston?
It's been wild. I like to say, like, imagine if you know, during the height of COVID and being under lockdown and you're not able to see anyone outside of your immediate family, but the only people you can see every day for hours, Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. I mean, that's like, it was insane.
So I imagine you have a lot better friendship than it would seem on the show.
Yeah, thankfully we are not method actors, at least from what I know. Yeah, I mean, but that was it's always an interesting thing to step into a fully established show, and a great one at that. And with this, though, the added challenge was playing someone who was so directly at odds with how I feel personally. I mean, Stella Buck, she is unimpressed by Alex Levy, Bradley Jackson, Corey Ellison. I mean, pretty much everyone, which was, yeah, really fun to play, but not how I was feeling inside.
What does Stella bring to the morning show?
So Stella is the new news president of UBA, and she is the youngest and first female and first woman of color to be the news president in the history of the network. So, you know, we see how that plays out. I mean, she's essentially the new Corey Ellison. After we see that Corey has been promoted to CEO, and just in like that difference of Corey versus Stella side by side, and how different they are seemingly on page and how differently they're treated. I mean, all of that I think we get to show truthfully over the season.
I'm curious, what do you do to get into character? Is there like a soundtrack you like to listen to or an inspirational quote you pull from?
It's always different. With this one, it's not music. It's actually TED Talks. So I watched a lot of TED Talks. In addition to, you know, I was like reading a lot of books about media and young leadership, and I was obsessed with Elizabeth Holmes like everyone else. And I was also reading books like Trick Mirror and Uncanny Valley. And, you know, I was trying to figure out what are effective young leaders actually like. And I was so humbled to find that I was so wrong about what I initially thought would make, you know, an effective leader, like a sort of like masculine role playing, like a Sheryl Sandberg kind of power position type of energy. But I was surprised to find that that was not the case. And these young people were more often just like entirely comfortable being themselves. And I thought like, whoa, that's power. So yeah, when I get into it, I sort of revisit some of that material as a reminder of like, no, she's unapologetically herself. There's no sort of putting on any sort of airs for anyone else to a fault, as you can probably see with each episode.
Well, when young women are out there watching this, what do you hope goes through their minds?
I hope that the audience can get what I got out of getting to know Stella. I think growing up, the honest kind of painful truth is I didn't feel like I had a lot of access to like an instruction manual in terms of how to be a boss as a woman. It's still something that I'm trying to figure out, and I don't know. And I hope that young women, and I guess the show is a little mature for girls, but for young girls. But I do think that there hopefully is value in seeing many different iterations of what a young female boss can look like, that there isn't actually a single template, and that maybe, you know, as cliche as it sounds, maybe you can just show up as yourself and be yourself and be a boss.
The morning show is now on Apple TV Plus. Make sure you check it out. I'm Sari Cohen. I'll see you next time.
What I want is to change things because the jury's still out if you were successful.
Happy days are here again.
In case you forgot, I'm the whistleblower. I'm gonna get everything I want.
You're just so caught up in ruling over your rotten little fiefdom. The rest of the world, they've moved to the clouds, and it is gorgeous up there. This is a battle for the soul of the universe.
So happy together.